Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Liverpool Dream. During last episode, we had a tough face-up off against Man City. I managed to get a draw 2-2, so an okay game, I guess. And since last episode, we played two games. First off, it was the Euro Cup against Tripolis, and as you might remember, we had quite a disaster against Tripolis in the first game. It was definitely the most humiliating game of the season. So obviously, I changed a few things up for this game. First off, I played with a lot stronger team. Without as for example, as you might remember, for my defense, like all my defenders and the goalie, like everybody was backup players or U21 players. Now I used a pretty good team. I had a few injuries, so I couldn't use the best team, but still like definitely a decent team. And also, last game we played very offensive, like with two strikers, only four midfielders, and playing like attacking football. But they won the possession, so I changed it up for this game. Only one striker and one more midfielder, and this time we won the possession, and it made a huge difference. Could have been at least two more goals, so it was a really good game. It was good to get a revenge for the first game, and then we had a pretty decent game against Newcastle too, where we won pretty comfortable. And at the end, actually, Rossiter got a chance to play from start. Always good when a youngster can get some first team experience, and also for Brooks Lennon, another youngster that got in as a sub at the last half of the game. So yeah, it was a good win, especially since we were playing away and we got the chance to use a few of our youngsters. But for this game, for this episode, it's the Merseyside derby. It's Liverpool versus Everton, and this is the game that the fans have been talking about the whole season. They demand a victory. They can't go home or go to work tomorrow if we have lost. They need and they want and they demand a win desperately. And hopefully we can give them that one, because, I mean, the derby, we want to win it badly. Everton is in 11th place in the league table, but as you might know, it's a pretty close league table. So if they win this game, which we hope they don't, they could move up to like 6th place. And a few of those teams in front of them have played one more game too, so they could definitely be higher up. But it's our job to make sure that that doesn't happen. So let's go to the team selection then and pick our team for the Everton game. And I mean, we can't come out playing defensively like that. The fans expect us to play attacking football, to give them a really great evening, basically. We had an injury on Moreno, so he won't be playing. But luckily for us, Brad Smith just got back from a loan-out session. He's not fantastic, but he's definitely our best replacement. So kind of fitting that he got back like at the same moment as Moreno got injured. So we're definitely going to have a weaker left side, but it would have been even worse without him. And Klein, he is back from injury. He will start this game. As you can see, he's a bit tired because, yeah, he's basically just back from injury. But, I mean, he's been probably our best player this season. I mean, look at the average rating. So what can we come up for the rest of the lads? Skirtle is tired. He's been playing national games. Luckily for us, there were actually a break from the league here with national games, because we had a lot of injuries, and we still have a few injuries, as you can see. But I mean, that break gave us a chance to get a few of them back, and gave us a chance to reduce some of the time that they are going to be away. So I think this is the way our defense line will look. Probably. Kind of the best we can do in the current situation. And for the midfielders, let's see what we can come up with here. Obviously, we're not going to use Rossiter as our central attacking midfielder. Also, we need to see who are tired from the national games. Coutinho has been playing for Brazil, so he's a bit tired. Might not start him. We're going to use Firmino as our shadow striker. And Rossiter, you will change with Ibe, I think. Let's see, what can we come up with there? Actually, Barbosa is another one of the guys who just got back from injury thanks to that national break. Obviously lacking match fitness, but could be good to start him because we need to get him back in business. And then what can we come up with? What else? Then continue, we could change with Ibe. And let's see here. Doing some thinking. I'm going to change our central defenders. We don't want to be like too much all out attacking because that could be punishing for us if we tried something like that. So maybe I'm going to start Lucas Leiva. I think we maybe should, because he's probably our best defensive midfielders, at least as long as Emre Can is injured. He's training at options. He is kind of fit. He's definitely not going to be a deep lying playmaker. I want him to be a ball winning midfielder, focusing on defense. Yeah, I think this could work. And for the strikers then, what can we do here? We're not using any playmakers now. That could be a mistake. So actually we could use Firmino as our playmaker instead. Then guess we'll do that instead of a shadow striker, so we at least have one playmaker on the pitch. And for the defenders, this break just mean that Sturridge could come back. And also Ings is back in business. But they are lacking match fitness. I think Benteke will get the honor of starting the game. And he's not going to be a complete forward, he's going to be our target man. So this is the way that we are going to start our game against Everton, the Merseyside derby. Let's submit the team, and yeah, hopefully we can give the fans something to celebrate tonight, because they deserve it. Well, he's been rested, and Milner has been rested. And this is the Everton we're up against. Obviously Lukaku on top, they have Barkley. Yeah, decent team and a decent bench, but hopefully that's not good enough. And now it's time to get passionate. It's the derby, you need to be passionate. And we expect nothing but a win in this game, nothing but a win. So, game on. Liverpool versus Everton, the Merseyside derby. We have the possession, but they get the first highlight. Or maybe we're going to hit them with a counter-attack here. Come on, Hendo. Henderson, but he needs some support now. He needs some fellows. Ah, he should have passed. It deserved a better ending. Firmino, come on, you have this. Back to Smith, and the highlight is over. At least we got the first highlight. Hopefully we get all of them. Hopefully we can score a few goals. Not much going on this first half. Come on, guys. Yeah, not much going on at all. Finally another highlight. Hendo with the corner. Benteke back to Hendo. Back to Benteke. Lucas Leiva. Firmino. Well, it was a decent one from Barbosa, but not good enough. And Barkley got injured. I wonder if they subbed him or if he played second half. But the guys need to know here, this is not good enough. You need to step it up. This is the derby. We want 3 points. Nothing else is acceptable. Lovren, Sacco, Henderson. Up to Firmino. Benteke. Klein. Well, another corner then. Hendo with the corner. And nothing. Right, we are going to go attacking. And now let's see, we were starting a few players that were lacking match fitness. Klein and Barbosa especially. But probably want to keep Klein on the pitch. But let's sub Barbosa. And the best way to do that is just having change side with Ibe. Because then Ibe could be the winger here. And then we bring in Coutinho and Barbosa on the left side. I could actually go in him as an inside. Oh no, let's have him as an advanced playmaker, focus on attacking. I want Firmino to step up to be a shadow striker. We need goals, and he has brought us some goals during the season. And what else? Who's having a shitty game? Benteke. Time to change it. We need goals. And that means Daniel Sturridge making his comeback after his injury. And he's a complete forward. He's going attacking. And please bring me some goals, Mr. Sturridge. Come on, I want to have a team talk too. So let's go for the team talk. I'm passionate. It's derby. Guys, I demand more. Come on, guys. We need it. The fans want it badly. Oh, this is frustrating. Just waiting for something to happen. Come on. Right. Time for the last sub. Klein is dying, but he's playing pretty well. I don't have a good option to sub. Well, actually, we could change him with Milner. That could be an option for Ibe. Let's do that. So Ibe is having a pretty bad game too. And Milner get this role. And let's take a look here at the instructions too. We want to speed things up now. We let's go with for this. Take use of our attacking midfielders. Going for more direct passes. Going for a higher tempo. Come on, the final push now. Last 9 minutes. Come on, guys, step it up. We need it. I'm so nervous right now. Please don't let this be a highlight for them. please. Come on, guys, take the ball. Give us a counter attack or something. I don't like this at all. Ooh. Scary moment. And come on now, Sturridge. Show some class here. Don't lay down. You can get your rest after the game. Come on. Looks like we are going to end it with a draw. Maybe they have a highlight. Actually, they have a highlight. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, guys. Take the bloody ball. Hit them with a counter attack. Or maybe it's the time up now. Let's see. Yeah, the ref blows the whistle. And I must say, unfortunately, it was a pretty boring game. We tried to step it up. We tried playing attacking. But we didn't manage to create many highlights. And neither did they. They had like one highlight. And we had, what did we have? Like 3 of them. So pretty boring derby, unfortunately. Sometimes things like that happens in derbies when things just get too tight. But we wanted 3 points. We have to apologize for the fans that we couldn't give them that, and got to make sure we step it up for the next derby later on this season. But the guys need to know this is not okay. This is not what we expected. It's always like it's okay when a draw, but it's not good enough. Let's see what effect this had on the league table. So we are in 5th place. It's still a very, very close league table. Not many points changes between teams. And we are still in a good position to fight for a Champions League position. But the top 3 teams are starting to run away from us. So we need to focus on the future, bringing more points. Back home, basically. But thank you so much for viewing this episode, guys. Thank you so much. And let's take a look at the schedule. Next game will probably, I guess, be the away game against Arsenal. And as you can see, what a game is going to be. Playing away against the team second in the league table. Only 1 point behind Chelsea. So we have a very interesting game coming up. And probably a very tough one because we are playing away, but hopefully we can do better than this game. And still, we haven't been able to win 3 games in a row, so we still are working on that too. But with the draw now, that counter is reset. But hopefully we can take 3 points away against Ruben, and then 3 points away against Arsenal, and then score our first 3 games in a row against West Brom. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already done it, make sure you press the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and it gives you information about when the next episode is live.